What if I told you an AI just dropped that can build your business, run your schedule, and automate your entire digital life without you ever touching a keyboard? Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, buckle up, because this is not a drill. The future just arrived, and it's terrifyingly capable. And by the end of this video, you might wonder if humans are even necessary anymore. Real quick, ever wish your laptop would just do the work for you while you go binge reality shows? Yeah, same. But this new AI agent, it actually can. Section 1. What is Infinity Agent and why everyone's talking about it? Infinity Agent is the latest AI agent system quietly released by startup LucidForge. It's not just a chatbot, it's a full-stack autonomous worker. Think ChatGPT meets a Silicon Valley engineer on steroids. And it doesn't just respond, it does things. Real things. Websites, apps, reports, emails, video. People are already comparing it to having a digital employee that never sleeps, never forgets, and works faster than any freelancer you could ever hire. Need a budget tracker app? Done. A sales deck for your startup? Delivered. Want to run your Etsy store from bed? It'll handle the uploads, descriptions, SEO, even price optimization. What makes Infinity Agent stand out? Its action layer. While previous AIs could talk or suggest, Infinity Agent acts, and it acts confidently. It can browse the web, create and deploy full-stack apps, auto-generate pitch decks and videos, build internal tools, connect to APIs on the fly. And here's the kicker, it learns from the tools it touches. If it installs a new code library today, it remembers how to use it tomorrow. That means every task makes it smarter. Section 2. Real-world tasks you won't believe it can do. Let's talk about what Infinity Agent has actually done. These aren't mock-ups, these are verified live builds people are sharing. One creator asked it to build a freelance portfolio site with a blog, contact form, and analytics. Infinity Agent spun up a Next.js site, generated images for each page, wrote SEO-optimized copy, launched a back-end database, and deployed it to a custom domain. From prompt to publish, under 15 minutes. Another test, a fully branded clothing store. Infinity asked for brand colors, target age range, and product categories. It scraped top Shopify themes for inspiration, built a dynamic product listing engine, linked Stripe for payments, and even created upsell bundles using AI-generated fashion advice. Wait, it gets weirder. Someone else said, "Plan my week." And guess what? Infinity Agent connected to their Google Calendar, scanned incoming emails, sorted urgent versus low priority tasks, scheduled meetings around energy levels, and even blocked deep work time slots. The creepily smart part? It personalized everything. Morning coffee time? Blocked. Gym on Thursdays? Respected. It knows you like a digital twin. But what if it knew you too well? Stick around, we'll get to the scary part. Section 3. End-to-end video creation with just a sentence. Let's say you're a YouTuber, TikToker, or course creator. Infinity Agent turns you into a full production studio. You input, make a 60-second video about the future of food. The agent replies, "Got it." Then, boom. Script written with trending keywords, voiceover generated using 11 Labs, stock and AI-generated video clips fetched, visual effects added, think subtle motion blur, pop transitions, background music pulled and leveled, subtitles burned in, output rendered in vertical and horizontal formats, all this without opening Premiere Pro, Final Cut, or Canva. You don't even pick the soundtrack. It knows what vibes. One influencer used it to auto-generate daily content for 30 days. The AI even tracked engagement stats, adapted tone, and iterated. That's not automation, that's strategy. And the line between human-made and AI-made? It's gone. Section 4. AI Research Mode. Deep, fast, and fact-checked. If you're a student, journalist, or data analyst, brace yourself. Infinity Agent has a research mode. One command and it can search 10+ databases, summarize key points, cross-check claims, generate citations in MLA, APA, or custom formats. A law student tested it by asking for a case study on intellectual property battles in the 2000s. The AI pulled court cases, legal commentaries, press articles, then output a perfectly structured 8-page report with citations, footnotes, and alt text for images. No hallucinations, no plagiarism, just razor-sharp synthesis. Remember when we had to read for hours to learn something? Infinity Agent says, "Nah, I got this." Section 5. Agent-to-Agent Communication. Digital Teamwork in Action. Here's where it gets really freaky. Infinity Agent doesn't just work alone. It can talk to other AIs. In a recent demo, one instance spun up a data visualizer, while another created a dashboard. They synced in real time, no extra prompts. A third agent wrote the instructions and even created a help page. It was like watching ants build a skyscraper. The secret sauce? Infinity's internal protocol lets sub-agents share memory and task outcomes. That means distributed AI teamwork. And guess what? It gets faster every time. The more it builds, the less it repeats. It's like each task upgrades the hive mind. And yes, it remembers you too. Preferences, style, even past mistakes. Section 6. Can you monetize with it? You bet. People are already building micro SaaS products, paywalled tools, and info services with zero coding. One indie creator asked Infinity Agent to build a productivity timer. The result? A Pomodoro-style app with user login, Stripe payment gateway, and tiered subscription plans. Another built a resume optimizer. Users paste their resume, get real-time feedback, and unlock detailed reports for $3 per use. Infinity handled the UX, wrote the reports, and built the payment logic. Meanwhile, some of us still struggle to format a PDF. Section 7. Safety, Cost, and Getting Started. Let's talk trust. Infinity Agent keeps your API keys, login tokens, and file uploads in volatile memory. Nothing is stored long-term unless you ask. Plus, it rotates credentials, revokes scopes, and scrubs logs after every task. Cost-wise, the starter tier is $9.99 a month for 3 tasks and unlimited chat. The Pro tier gives you 30 tasks and unlocks multi-agent flows. Compare that to hiring anyone for the same output. You don't need to code, you don't need to design, you don't need to wait. Just type a prompt. And if you're worried about getting lost, Infinity shows every step as it builds. You can tweak the copy, change the colors, download the files, or just watch the magic happen. Final section, the bigger picture. We're at the start of something huge. Infinity Agent isn't just another AI gimmick. It's a peek into what work, creativity, and digital life will look like tomorrow. What do you do when machines don't just assist, but replace whole workflows? What happens when indie devs don't need to hire teams? What happens when your next side hustle takes 5 minutes to launch? The only question left is, what will you build? Because the tools are here, the cost is low, the risk is minimal, and the opportunity? Absolutely massive. If you're even remotely curious about tech, do not sleep on Infinity Agent. Try it, push it, break it, and then tell us what it made for you. Because if this is what it can do now, imagine what's coming next week. Subscribe if you want more deep dives into AI breakthroughs. Until next time, stay curious and stay dangerously productive.